NFL Week 4 Power Rankings. Who's number 1 a month into the season? If we only look at results from the first 4 games, it's hard to argue against the Minnesota Vikings as the best team in the NFL. With a perfect 4-0 record and impressive victories over top contenders like the 49ers, Texans, and Packers, the Vikings have outperformed expectations. Sam Darnold is emerging as a potential MVP candidate, and their plus 57-point differential dwarfs the Kansas City Chiefs plus 2-0, despite the Chiefs also sitting at 4-0. However, history matters. The Chiefs, entrenched in a dynasty, reclaim the top spot in this week's rankings, even if the Vikings have showcased more dominance thus far. Here are the power rankings after Week 4. 1. Kansas City Chiefs, 4-0. Even after losing Rashee Rice, the Chiefs continue to prove their resilience. They remain the standard in the NFL. 2. Minnesota Vikings, 4-0. While the Vikings need to improve their fourth quarter focus, their strong start has positioned them well this season. 3. Buffalo Bills, 3-1. Despite a loss to the Ravens, the Bills remain a top contender, facing a challenging matchup against the Texans next. 4. Detroit Lions, 3-1. Jared Goff's nearly perfect performance highlights the Lions' offensive prowess, though defensive concerns linger. 5. San Francisco 49ers, 2-2. Brandon Ayuk's underwhelming start raises concerns, but the 49ers still have plenty of talent to turn things around. 6. Baltimore Ravens, 2-2. With Derrick Henry boosting their ground game, the Ravens can adopt a more versatile offensive strategy. 7. Houston Texans, 3-1. C.J. Stroud continues to impress, leading the Texans to a thrilling victory without key offensive players. 8. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 3-1. After a tough loss to the Broncos, the Bucs look to bounce back with a solid start to the season. 9. Philadelphia Eagles, 2-2. Inconsistent performances highlight the Eagles' flaws as they head into their bye week, needing to regroup. 10. Seattle Seahawks, 3-1. Despite the loss to the Lions, Seattle's offense remains strong, and their defense will improve once key players return. 11. Green Bay Packers, 2-2. The Packers face an uphill battle in the NFC North, especially with their current record trailing the Vikings. 12. Washington Commanders, 3-1. The Commanders have shown remarkable scoring efficiency, with rookie Jaden Daniels leading the charge. 13. Pittsburgh Steelers, 3-1. The Steelers' offense finally came alive, but they need to sustain this momentum moving forward. 14. New York Jets, 2-2. The Jets' struggles were evident in their recent game against the Patriots, raising concerns about their offensive consistency. 15. Dallas Cowboys, 2-2. Despite a lackluster win against the Giants, the Cowboys still have time to find their rhythm as the season progresses. 16. New Orleans Saints, 2-2. The Saints suffered a tough loss to the Falcons, but their overall performance suggests they can remain competitive in the NFC South. 17. Atlanta Falcons, 2-2. The Falcons have narrowly avoided disaster and need to improve quickly as they face the Buccaneers next. 18. Chicago Bears, 2-2. DeAndre Swift's resurgence has been crucial for the Bears, helping to alleviate pressure on Caleb Williams in their recent victory. 19. Cincinnati Bengals, 1-3. The Bengals secured a win but lack the impressive performance they need to build momentum heading into a critical matchup against the Ravens. 20. Indianapolis Colts, 2-2. Joe Flacco's efficient play raises questions about Anthony Richardson's effectiveness, particularly following his struggles. 21. Los Angeles Chargers, 2-2. Despite injury woes, the Chargers showed promise in a close game against the Chiefs, particularly with rookie Ladd McConkey stepping up. 22. Las Vegas Raiders, 2-2. Upcoming games against the Broncos, Steelers, and Rams are winnable for the Raiders, who need to prove their playoff potential soon. 23. Denver Broncos, 2-2. Pat Surtain's standout play has been a highlight for the Broncos, who are finding their rhythm on defense. 24. Arizona Cardinals, 1-3. With just 27 points over the last 2 games, the Cardinals' offense is struggling, and Kyler Murray hasn't been able to elevate the play. 25. Los Angeles Rams, 1-3. The absence of Aaron Donald has severely impacted the Rams, who are among the league's worst defensively. 26. Cleveland Browns, 1-3. Deshaun Watson isn't solely to blame for the Browns' woes. The entire team has regressed from last season. 27. Tennessee Titans, 1-3. Mason Rudolph's performance in relief of Will Levis offers a glimmer of hope. But the Titans' future remains uncertain. 28. Jacksonville Jaguars, 0-4. Coach Doug Peterson's comments following a loss to the Texans raise questions about accountability within the team. Changes may be needed if the struggles continue. 29. New York Giants, 1-3. Malik Nabers leads the NFL with 35 catches. But his heavy usage raises concerns about his sustainability as the sole offensive weapon. 30. Miami Dolphins, 1-3. Mike McDaniel's efforts to innovate are stymied by a lack of competent quarterback play, leaving the Dolphins in a tough spot. 31. Carolina Panthers, 1-3. Despite a loss to the Bengals, the Panthers' offense showed signs of life with Andy Dalton under center. They'll need to build on this competitiveness. 32. New England Patriots, 1-3. The Patriots' early season promise has faded, with recent performances against the Jets and 49ers exposing their struggles.